Hey guys, it's Marissa with Prickly Pear Design Co. Today I want to walk you through how to make your very own fall pennant banner to match the autumn-inspired print we created last time. The first thing you'll want to do is get started by going into your internet browser and then opening up canva.com. You'll want to create a design, and I'm just going to focus on making a custom sized one, just the 8.5 by 11. You'll see that up in the top right hand corner. Right now in that little flyout screen, I have pixels marked. I want to change that to inches first. Then in width, I'm going to type in 8.5, height 11 inches, and then I'm just going to hit create new design. The reason that I choose that size is just because it's easy to have that go through on my home color printer, okay? No special paper needed, just that basic plain white cardstock is what you'll want to print. Now that we've got this all taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and push this black flyout back over so I'm just looking at my artboard. Now, if you'll remember from that autumn-inspired print that had the falling leaves, what I want to do is create a coordinating pennant banner with those leaves. And my idea is that we'll just go ahead and use the exact same graphics that I use in the art print so that both kind of match and play off of each other. So we'll go over to the left-hand column in the Elements tool, click on that. Now, if you made the art print recently, you probably will have those there. I think mine probably show up somewhere, but if you don't have them in your recently used folder, you can go ahead and just type in fall leaves, and you should be able to find them pretty quickly. So we'll just do it this way. I'll go ahead and just click on each of the shapes or the leaves that I want to include in my banner. You may find a few that you didn't use in your art print that you do want to use this round, and that's totally fine. If you want your leaves nice and big, you can put 1 to a page. I'm going to put about 3 to a page. I want them to be not too big in size so that I can kind of string out quite a few onto a piece of jute or baker's twine. So right now you can see that bounding box is showing up around my little maple leaf. Up here at the top, you should see a ruler, and the grayed out section tells you about how big it is. So the easiest way I found is just to move it up into the top left-hand corner so that grayed out section starts at 0 and it's almost to 7 inches. If you're not seeing a ruler here, let me tell you how you can go ahead and get that ruler to pop up. You'll go up to the top left-hand corner and hit File. Then down in that flyout menu, you will see a Show Rulers and Guides. Right now I just turned it off. If I want to turn it back on, I'll go back up to File and then hit Show Rulers and Guides. I want my leaves to be about 4 inches or 4.5 inches wide at their very widest point. There will be a little bit of variation because all of the leaves are shaped differently, but that's okay. So I'll just go ahead and watch that ruler, that grayed out portion. I'll hover over one of the corner circles and then just click, hold, and drag it down until it gets a little bit past 4.5 inches. That looks about right to me. So I'll just put that on my paper. Then I'll go back over and choose another element. This one's super fun. I kind of love the darker edge on there. So again, I'm just going to put my purple box straight up into the grayed out in the left-hand top left corner so that I get that grayed out section next to the 0. And then I'm just going to click, hold, and drag until its size is about right. That one's pretty big, so I might decide I'm going to size that one just a little bit more to fit on my page. Once you have 2, if you can fit another one, great. If not, just add another page. You'll keep going along until you've got all the leaves that you want to add. Let me go ahead and see all of our options again. And just keep moving them up to the top and sizing them down to about the same size. That way we have leaves that are all kind of the same shape and size, but they'll vary a little bit, and that's all right. I'm going to pull this one up to that top left corner. I'm going to size it down. So I'll create a set of leaves. Once I have the leaves created, it's time to create the pennants for whatever our banner is going to say. I think what I want my banner to say is Happy Fall. What I found is that it'll create one page with the pennants on it, and then we'll duplicate that page and change out the letters so we can spell out whatever our phrase is for our pennant banner, okay? I want my pennants to have a patterned background. I'm kind of really digging on the gingham checks right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of these magic recommendations, clear out my fall leaf search, and then I'm going to scroll down until I find frames, and you'll see they have the blue and green clouds in them. Then I'm going to hit See All. Now you may have to scroll a little bit to find this one, and sometimes these take a little bit to load. But you'll find there's all different types of frames. These frames are fun because you can drop any type of image into them. So that could be a pattern, it could be a photo, all types of awesome things can happen with these different framed shapes. I'm looking for one that kind of looks like a cutout pennant. We'll keep scrolling. They update these often, so you'll find that there's lots and lots of choices. I think let's go ahead and even just search pennant and see if that won't give us an option. It doesn't give us anything for that, so flag. Nope. Looks like we're gonna have to keep searching. All right, so this little option right here is the one that we want to use. And what you'll want to search for is banner vector frame. And this should pop up, okay? So that way you won't have to scroll. Now, if you do want to scroll, that's a great way to look for all of the different options. But this banner vector frame is what you'll want to click. Once you found it, you'll want to just click it over into your next blank page. So right now I want to make sure that I get all of my pennants the exact same size so that they look kind of congruent and it's kind of a repeating process. Because I'm going for about that 4.5 width, I'm going to pull it up into the top left-hand corner again so it matches up with my 0 on my ruler. And then the same thing, I'm just going to size it out just a little bit so that I've got the right size. Now I want to go over to my photos in the left-hand side and I'm going to search gingham. And I've got lots of options. I think the ones that I'm going to pick today is kind of a tannish brown gingham. Most of these are paid, so you might want to look for something that isn't. If you don't have the paid feature, go ahead and pick any option that you want. Or you can go ahead and pay just for the single image, which is one of the great things about Canva. So I'm going to pick this kind of brown gingham. I'm just going to click and drag and drop it into my pennant shape. So now that I've got that taken care of, I'm going to start working on my letters and what I want them to look like. So I'll go over to my text option over in the left-hand column. I'm just going to click add a heading. And right now I know for sure that I want to change to League Spartan. If it doesn't show up right here in the first couple of fonts, you'll search it right up here at that top search box, okay? The first letter I'm going to type in is an H just because I know I'm going to spell out happy fall. So I'm going to click and drag that till I get it kind of the size that I like for my banner. And then on the coloring, what I'm going to do is go up to, once it's highlighted, I'm going to go up to the text color. And I'm going to click on that one. And then you have the option to see, go back, I clicked that really quickly. So there's different color options that you can pick from. And then this photo colors, it should say see all. And it will also grab the colors from these leaves. So I want to go ahead and click see all. And this is all the leaves that I picked. And so I'm going to come in here and probably pick one of these maroon colors, although you're welcome to pick any color you want. But this is a great way to kind of select something that will blend with the leaves that we're going to string on either side and in between the words. So I like how this looks, but I want to see if I can't make it pop a little bit more, make it a little bit more custom than just plain letters on a gingham background. So if you go up to this top navigation bar and click on effects, you'll see this flyout come down on the left-hand side. And the one that says splice gives you an option to have kind of a pop-out letter. Now this is one of those really cool effects. I wouldn't use it on lots of print, but for kind of a big banner heading, this works out great. So now we need to just adjust the coloring. And what I really would like is to kind of have a little bit darker color around on the outside box, and then the brown color to be on the inside box. So you'll notice on the left-hand side, we have that lighter color. So I'm going to click there, and you'll see the darker color pops up. Now we've got two of the same. If I want to change the outlined letter color, then I go back up to the top navigation menu and click on that one. And at this point, I'm going to go back in, and I'm probably going to click on one of these deeper browns. That looks good. So now that we've got all that set, what we're going to do is click, hold, and drag down so that we've selected everything that we've created on the pennant. And we're going to go ahead and turn it sideways so that it says that, see that -90. And then I'm going to slide it up just a little bit. Now at this point, what I want to do is go up and I want to basically copy it. So to do that, what I'm going to do is make sure it's all highlighted. And then I'm going to hit Control C on my keyboard and then Control V. And that will make me a copy. So then I will line these up. I have to move this one up just a little bit because I want to make sure that all of the images get printed. And then right here, I'll just double click and type in A. Now we've got the H and the A of happy taken care of. So now we just need to duplicate that page so that we can make all of our pennants with the different letters that we need. So you'll go up, right now we're on page 3. Up here in the top corner, right above the artboard, you'll see some little navigation tools, and you'll see a lock, and you'll see one that has 2 pages with a plus sign. We're going to go ahead and duplicate that page. So we have HA, and then we're going to highlight this. Just click until it highlights, capital P, capital P. Then I'm going to go up and duplicate the page again. Capital Y. Now we have to spell the word fall, capital F. Go up and duplicate the page again. Then we have A, L, then go up and duplicate the page again, and we just need one L. So at this point, I can just select this one and delete it, and then I can add in another fall leaf or a pumpkin, something like that that I may want to add in because I have some extra space. I'm all about maximizing our page when we're printing things. So at this point, you'll just go up to Share. You'll want to go down to this Download button that shows up in the flyout. You'll see it suggests PNG, and that's great if you were only using it online, but we want to go ahead and either send it to our favorite print shop or print it on our home color printer. So I'm going to go to PDF Print, best for printing. I want to select all my pages, so I'm just going to double check. Yep, these are all the pages that I want, and they all have the check mark, so I'm going to hit Done. And then this RGB is best for digital use. Because we're not putting it online. We just want to be able to print it out and have it be a real tangible pennant banner. Then we're going to choose CMYK, best for professional printing. And then we're going to hit the download button. We'll get the little party telling us that we are ready to go and that it's printing off. And from there, all you'll need to do is print off your files onto white cardstock, bubble cut, or leave a kind of a white sticker border around each one of those leaves. Pull out your baker's twine or any type of jute that you have. String up your banner and then find a perfect place, your mantle, a shelf, somewhere in your kitchen, and then enjoy the season.